Good morning. So today we will discuss about this sending objects as parameters to a class. So yesterday also we discussed about the same topic. So today we are discussing one more example on passing the objects as parameters to a class. So for this I am taking this IO stream. Next, using namespace, same thing, class total. Okay, here we have a total is the class, and this is using ampersand, that is nothing but reference. Okay, send objects as arguments, but that too by reference. Okay, this is called by reference example. So previous class we have discussed about time, finding out adding two times. So for that sum function I am sending the both time. Time is nothing but objects. Okay, objects as arguments to that particular class. Okay, particular function. So I'm sending objects as parameters to a function. Yesterday we discussed that too by call by value, but today I'm discussing about call by reference. So here I have a total is the class name, class total. I have one variable int n, and within the public section get data function is there, put data function is there, and add function is there. And the add function is taking what
Total one, total two.
yeah, that is nothing but objects as arguments, ante kada. But
Yes,
to
sir.
objects as arguments by reference, not by value, by reference. So this is the topic. Okay, so that is nothing but here I am taking objects only, objects, because objects antene total anedi class kabatti total. For total class I am creating the object ampersand. So I am taking objects as arguments but by reference. So by reference. So I am writing this definition outside the class. I am not if I define this definition inside the class, by default these are inline. No need to mention any keyword like inline. If the function definition is written inside the class, then those type of functions are called inline functions. You have to understand the difference. What is member function? If the function is defined inside the class, and then that is called a member function to that particular class. And whatever the data that we are presenting, that is called data members. Always data members are placed in the private section and member functions are defined in the public section, and this private data can be accessed only by the member functions of the class. If the member function definition is defined inside the class itself, then those are by default, those are called inline functions. But if you want to write the member function definition outside the class also, and if you want to make it as inline, then you have to mention the keyword inline before that particular function. This you have to remember. And inline functions are mostly, if the statements are very less, then only we will write those as inline functions, and you will define inside the class itself. But if this inline function definition is of very long, then you have to, it's better to define at the outside only. And there are one more function called friend function, which are nothing but, if even it is a not a member function also, if I want to access both the private and protected data of the class, then I will make it as friend by using a special keyword called friend keyword. This is your friend function. And friend function definition or friend function declaration, you have to define in the public section or private section within the class. And definition you can write inside the class or outside the class, but whenever you are writing the definition outside the class, no need to use friend keyword. And friend function will take always objects as arguments. Compulsory friend function ki you have to send objects as arguments. Okay, these we have already discussed. Again I'm repeating. సో ఇక్కడ మనకి ఏంటిదంటే ఇట్స్ అలానే ఫ్రెండ్ ఫంక్షన్కి ఎలా అయితే ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ పంపిస్తున్నానో, అలానే ఒక ఫంక్షన్కి నేను ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ని ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్స్ లాగా పంపించవచ్చు. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ సెండింగ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ యాజ్ పారామీటర్స్ ఆర్ సెండింగ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ యాజ్ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్స్ టు ఎ ఫంక్షన్. హోప్ యూ హావ్ క్లియర్డ్, రైట్? హలో,
Yes, sir.
రైట్. సో ఇక్కడ గెట్ డేటా అనే ఫంక్షన్ ఉంది. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ టేకింగ్ ఎనీ పారామీటర్స్. సో ఐఎమ్ రైటింగ్ అవుట్ సైడ్. సో దట్స్ వై ఫస్ట్ రిటర్న్ టైప్ రాయాలి, తర్వాత క్లాస్ నేమ్ టోటల్ and scope resolution operator, and the name of the function is get data. Here I am entering the name. సో దీని అర్థం ఏంటిదంటే ఈ n అనేది డైరెక్ట్ గా నేను యాక్సెస్ చేయలేను. n ని మీరు ఇనిషియలైజ్ కూడా ఇక్కడ చేయొద్దు, ఇట్ విల్ గివ్ ఎర్రర్. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఇనిషియలైజేషన్ కానీ లేకపోతే ఆ n లోకి ఏదైనా వాల్యూ ఎంటర్ చేయడం కానీ ఏవైనా కానీ త్రూ మెంబర్ ఫంక్షన్స్ మాత్రమే జరగాలి. ఓకే, క్లియర్, రైట్? అలా క్లియర్, రైట్?
Yes, sir.
You cannot initialize this value here itself. Compulsory that initialization kani accessing that value can be done only within the member functions. That you have to remember. So now I enter the number and I am taking that value, and after that one put data. This is also I am writing outside. That's why I am mentioning it as void and total and put data. By default, if you write the member function definition inside the class, that is inline. But if you want to make this as inline, then you have to outside define చేస్తున్నప్పుడు compulsory you have to use class name scope resolution operator. And if you want to make it as inline, even if you are creating the function outside the class also, if you want to make it as inline, then you have to mention this inline keyword explicitly. This point you have to remember. Okay, right. So now get data, which is used to take the number, and put data used to just displaying the value. And next, now I have this total add అనే ఫంక్షన్ కూడా నేను అవుట్ సైడ్ రాస్తున్నాను. ఫస్ట్ రిటర్న్ టైప్, నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ద క్లాస్ is total, and scope resolution operator add, and I am taking 2 parameters, but 2 parameters are objects only, because total అనేది class, so total ki objects, but that objects also I am sending by reference. Okay, you have to remember this x and y are the class objects. Okay, total class objects. Okay, total is the name of the class, so x comma y are the class objects, and that are passed by reference. So ampersand x ampersand y. So ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏంటిది x dot n ఈక్వల్ టు 10, ఇక్కడ నేను 10 అని చేస్తున్నాను. ఓకే, ఒకవేళ గెట్ డేటా ద్వారా మనం చేయొచ్చు, లేకపోతే నేను ఇక్కడనే ఇన్సైడ్ నేను ఒక వాల్యూని డిఫైన్ చేస్తున్నాను, x డాట్ n. ఓకే, x డాట్ n అనేది ఇనిషియలైజ్ చేస్తున్నాను, y డాట్ n అనేది ఇనిషియలైజ్ చేస్తున్నాను. నౌ ఇఫ్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ హ్యావింగ్ ఎనీ ఇంట్ లేదు కాబట్టి నేను ఇక్కడ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తున్నాను, n ఈక్వల్ టు x డాట్ n ప్లస్ y డాట్ n. దాని తర్వాత ఇక్కడ టోటల్ ఆర్ కామా టోటల్ ఆర్ కామా ఎస్ కామా రిజల్ట్ అని 3 ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ క్రియేట్ చేశాను. ఫస్ట్ ఆర్ డాట్ ఎస్ గెట్ డేటా తీసుకుంటున్నాను, ఎస్ డాట్ గెట్ డేటా అంటే ఆర్ ద్వారా నేను ఎన్ వాల్యూ ఎంటర్ చేస్తున్నాను, ఎస్ ద్వారా వాల్యూని ఎంటర్ చేస్తున్నాను. తర్వాత రిజల్ట్ డాట్ యాడ్ ఆఫ్ ఆర్ కామా ఎస్ అంటే ఆంపర్సెంట్ ఎక్స్ లోకి ఏమవుతుంది, ఇప్పుడు ఎక్స్ లోకి ఈ గెట్ డేటా ద్వారా వచ్చిన వాల్యూ అనేది వస్తుంది, అంతే కదా? ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్?
Yes, sir.
సో ఇక్కడ ఎక్స్ లోకి ఏమవుతుందంటే ఈ ఆర్ ద్వారా నేను ఏం ఎంటర్ చేస్తాను, ఎన్ వాల్యూ అది తీసుకుంటుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ ఎంటరింగ్ 13 and 15, ఓకే, దెన్ 13, 15 అనేవి ఎక్స్ లోకి, బట్ ఇక్కడ మాత్రం మనం మాడిఫై చేస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి 10, 20 అవుతాయి. సో 10 ఆర్ వాల్యూ ఎంత ఎంటర్ చేసినా, ఎస్ వాల్యూ ఎంత ఎంటర్ చేసినా, ఎడిషన్ మాత్రం మనకి ఏమొస్తుంది, 10 + 20 13 వస్తుంది. ఓకే, ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్?
Yes.
So now I will try to compile this program. Yeah, compilation successful. Now I will try to execute the program. What is the output? Can anyone tell?
Addition of 30.
Yeah. So first, hope the screen is visible, right?
Visible, sir.
Enter
Yes, sir.
number. I will enter 15 and I will enter 17. But మీరు ఏమనుకుంటారు, 17 + 15 కాబట్టి 32 రావాలి. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఏమొస్తుంది మనకి ఆన్సర్?
30 వస్తుంది.
13 వస్తుంది. ఓకే, బికాస్
30.
even if you are taking these values 15, 17 also, but
As we
of r is nothing but, because ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే what is going to happen is ampersand x లోకి r వస్తుంది and ampersand y లోకి s వస్తుంది. So what is going to happen over here? So we'll discuss at the program. Okay, anyway, so ఇక్కడ ampersand x లోకి r and ampersand y లోకి r, that then x and y are the reference variables for the r. So whatever the modifications that you did in the x, that will be reflected on the r. Whatever the modifications that you did in the y, that will be reflected on the s. So that's why rs అనేది 10, 20 నే ఉంటుంది and 30 అనేది డిస్ప్లే అవుతుంది. Okay, that is reference. Now if I make it as x comma y, then you can tell what would be the answer. నేను x y
Answer
తీసుకున్నాను.
30.
Yeah,
32, sir.
very
Before
good.
answer,
Okay.
sir.
So yeah, I will just compile this program. Yeah, I think total does not match with the class total.
Sir, declaration అక్కడ change చేయాలి.
All by value, sir.
Yeah, so call by value. This is call by value. So that's why I am not sending reference. So now you can observe this compilation. Yeah, compilation successfully. Okay. Then now I will run the program. So enter r value, then I will enter 15 and enter the second value 18. So ఇక్కడ 15, 18, but 13 ఏ వస్తుంది చూడండి ఒకసారి.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 15, 18, but 30 వస్తుంది. So that is nothing but ఇక్కడ x dot n 10, y dot n 20, and x dot n plus y dot n. Okay, so what is in the previous case? Okay, even if I am giving this r and s values as 10, 20, okay, then those values are it will display those r and s values as 10, 20 only. Even I am modifying over here 12, 15 అని మాడిఫై చేస్తున్నా కానీ నాకు ఆ వాల్యూస్ అనేవి 10, 20 నే ఉంటున్నాయి. బట్ if I am sending as a reference, then that will be changed. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, now I compile. and after this one I will run. So ఇక్కడ నేను I am entering 1020. Then R value is changed to 12 and S value is changed to 15 because I am sending as reference X and Y values as reference, so that whatever the modification that you are doing in the X, that will be reflected on the Y. So that's why you are getting 27 as the answer. But if I am sending by value, that is nothing but X and Y. I am sending by value. So here I am sending by value. Whenever I am sending by value, then I will try to compile this, and after this one I will run this program. Then you just observe 1020. So then it is taking 1020. Even if I am sending, I am changing the values of this X to 12. That is nothing but ఇక్కడ X లో R ఉంటుంది, Y లో R ఉంటుంది. X value నేను 12 కి చేంజ్ చేస్తున్నాను, Y value 15 కి చేంజ్ చేస్తున్నాను. But it is taking 1020 only. Okay, is that clear? Okay, is it okay? So what is the concept over here is sending objects as arguments to a function. That's it. So now we will see the next concept. So yeah, what is the next concept? Yeah, returning objects from
Returning.
a function. Okay, in the same manner I am sending objects as arguments to a function. In the same manner I can return objects as arguments from the function. Okay, returning objects from the function. So objects can not only be passed to the functions as arguments, but also function can return objects. Okay, function ఇప్పుడు ఏం లేదు, just simple class A అని ఉంది. So this is your class A, and we have a function. Inside this function we have a inside this class we have a function A add of A comma A. So then I can call it as a function returning objects. Okay, so if I am writing this outside, then what is the return type? A, and what is the name of the class? A scope resolution operator add A comma A. So A1 comma A2, something like this, and it will do some operations and it will return the object. So A obj, and it will do some operation and return obj. Then it is returning what type? Returning what type? Yeah, class type argument only. So that's why I can say it is a it is what it is returning objects as arguments to the function. Okay, objects as arguments to the function kaadu, object is it is returning objects from the functions. So the syntax used is similar to that of the returning variables from the function. In the same manner, how can I return the variables like int add of int comma int A comma int B annappudu, then I have to create int C and a variable create cheyali, C equal to A plus B, and after this one I will call return C, so that it is returning of which type? Integer type. In the same manner, a function can return objects also, arguments. So object can be returned. Okay, object can be returned from the function. So that is the return type of the function is declared as return object type. So a function can also, one minute. So a function can also return objects either by value or by reference. Okay, I can, if I declare this class name, function name, okay, this is your function name, but it is taking it is returning. Okay, ikkada meer class name ampersand ani kuda place cheyochu. So when an object is returned by value from the function, a temporary object is created within the function which holds the return value. This value is further assigned to another object in the calling function. The syntax for defining a function that returns an object is nothing but here you have to mention the class name and here function name and parameters. So that's it. Okay, so what is the syntax for normal functions as arguments annappudu? You can write function name void function name, but it will take objects as arguments. So that's why you have to mention it as class name object name comma class name object name 2 object name 1, like this. Okay, this is sending objects as parameters to a function, but returning annappudu ikkada void undakunda it is returning object type. So this one. Okay, so even function can take the objects as arguments and it can also return objects as arguments. Compulsory meeru returning objects as arguments ante compulsory it you have to send the objects as arguments to the function. So what is the example for this one is class name, and within the public section we have this class name, and after this one function name, and it is taking objects. So it is an example for both sending. What is this concept? sending objects as arguments. Okay, sending objects as arguments, because I am sending a parameter object as a parameter to the function. And what is this return type is indicating? This is nothing but returning object from function. Hope you got it right. Here sending objects as arguments to a function, and here returning objects from the function. If you mention it as void, then it is not returning objects. It is no return type. But if you are taking this return type also, which is of type object antene class name to create చేస్తారు కాబట్టి class name ఇచ్చాను. Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
So inside
Yes,
you have to
sir.
create this object and you have to return this object. So here this is one, and we will take one example program. So what is the example over here is, I'm just taking, so I'm taking this complex numbers. Okay, so I am taking complex, even for time also you can do. Okay, complex C1 plus C2, and I'm taking another complex number C3. So C3 equal to C1 plus C2. Is that correct? What is complex number? Can anyone tell how it will be complex number? Yeah, what is complex number in the maths? It will have both
Imaginary number.
real part and imaginary part. So 2 plus 3i is a complex number. Is that correct? Okay, it
Yes,
has
yes.
both real part and this is your imaginary part. And we have two complex numbers. So 2 plus 3i is one complex number. Another complex number is 4 plus 5i. So if you add two complex numbers, what you will get?
6 plus 8.
8.
Plus 8.
So that is nothing but, if you add two complex numbers, you will get what?
We get two
Complex number.
Another complex number, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's why what we are going to do is, if I add two complex numbers, it will return what? Yeah,
Another complex number.
another complex number. So our logic name మనం ఇక్కడ use చేస్తాము.
Complex.
Yeah, very good. We will use the same logic. So what is that logic over here is, I will take a class complex. I will take a class complex. Inside this class, what are the two variables that we are having?
C1.
Right. Int real part ఉంటుంది, next imaginary part. This is the private data. Okay. And here this one we have in the public section. In the public section, I will write void get data function, which is used to get both imaginary part and real part. I can write inside the class itself or outside. So I will write inside only. That is nothing but C in real and imaginary part. Is that clear? And void display, I can take display, and it is used to display both this one. So see out, first ఏంటిది real part రావాలి, దాని తర్వాత imaginary part రావాలి. సో imaginary part, సో ఇక్కడ నాకు జస్ట్ ఒక ప్లస్ సింబల్ రావడం కోసం నేను ఇలా చేస్తాను. నెక్స్ట్ imaginary part, దాని తర్వాత I రావాలి కాబట్టి నేను ఇట్లా I అని ప్లేస్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే, ఇస్ దట్ క్లియర్?
Yes, sir.
సో ఇక్కడ నాకు ఏమవుతుందంటే గెట్ డేటా అని కాల్ చేయగానే నాకు రియల్ పార్ట్ ఇమాజినరీ పార్ట్ ఎంటర్ చేస్తాను. సో లైక్ 5 3 అని నాకు అవుట్పుట్ ఎలా వస్తుంది అంటే 5 ప్లస్ 3i అని వస్తుంది అంతే. ఇక్కడ నేను 5 3 అనేది వాల్యూస్ ఎంటర్ చేస్తే నాకు ఇక్కడ అవుట్పుట్ ఎలా వస్తుందంటే 5 ప్లస్ 3i. బట్ ఇక్కడ నాకు కావాల్సిన ఫంక్షన్ ఏంటిది, విచ్ ఈస్ యూజ్డ్ టు యాడ్ టూ కాంప్లెక్స్ నెంబర్స్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫంక్షన్? I will take it as add, and what it will take as arguments?
Complex C1.
So complex, two complex numbers as arguments, right?
Yes, sir.
And what it will return?
Complex number under.
Very good. Okay, another complex number as return type. Okay, so this is the class I am writing. Hope you got it right. Right, this is very simple, right? In the same manner you can do for the time. That is homework for you. Next, so this is your complex. In this one, real imaginary, get data real imaginary, so it will display. And I just want to, this is the same example you can write for even sending objects as parameters, because I am sending complex type both. I'm sending objects as arguments, and it is also returning object. So complex add of complex comma complex. So if I want to write outside, so what I have to write first? If I want to write outside the class, what I have to write? First time ఉంటుంది.
Sir,
If I want to write this function definition, because the get data and display I written inside the class itself, but I just want to define this function which is taking both objects as arguments and returning objects as arguments. So if you want to define this function outside the class, then what is the syntax? First time ఉంటుంది.
Return type.
Return type.
Return type.
First return type, and next
Name of the function.
name of the class.
Name
Scope
of the
resolution
class.
operator.
Name
So
of
what is the name of the class?
is scope resolution operator.
Okay, name of the class is also complex and scope resolution operator. ఇప్పుడు ఏముంటుంది? Function. So that's why add of
Name of the function.
name of the function complex C1 comma complex C2. Correct? Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So ఇక్కడ నేను ఏం చేస్తానంటే I am creating a temporary object, that is complex temp. So ఇప్పుడు temp dot real equal to, tell me.
C1 dot real.
C1
C1
dot
dot real plus C2 dot real. Very good. Next, temp dot imaginary. Yeah,
C1 dot imaginary plus C2 dot imaginary.
very good. Next, what is the next statement?
Returning.
Return temp.
Com-
That's it.
Temp.
Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, you only return the entire program. Okay, so this is nothing but just ఇంత ముందున్న దాంట్లో ఒకవేళ if I place it as void, then it is a simple example which is taking objects as parameters. But here I am taking a complex type, so which is returning this complex. Okay, complex number. So now within the void main I will write, so void main, within the void main I will just write complex. You can take C1 comma C2 comma C3, or you can take anything. Okay, so C1 dot get data, and next C2 dot get data, both values I have taken. Now I will call C3 dot add of enti. What are the
C1 and
C1 comma C2? Very
C2.
good. Okay, this is a simple example. Okay, all of you got it right?
Yes, sir.
So we will see this in the Dow C++, the same program only. Hope Dow C++ is visible, right?
no, sir.
Okay, right.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Visible. Okay. So this is a simple example, same whatever we discussed in that we are writing the program, like using complex is the number, and we have real part and imaginary part. Okay, I'm taking real part and imaginary part, and after that one get function, get data. So and here I will write cout, enter real comma imaginary part of a complex number. That's it. I will write /n. So after this one I will take the real part and imaginary part. I will take real and imaginary parts, and after this one I am taking another method, display method, which is nothing but which is used to display in the same manner, like first real part, and after this one plus I have to get and imaginary part. So this is just it is used to display like 5 plus 3i. Okay, so 5 plus 3i in that manner, and I am taking a function sum కావచ్చు లేకపోతే add కావచ్చు, which is taking two complex numbers as arguments, and which is also returning complex number. So that is nothing but this is an example for sending objects as arguments and returning
Same.
returning objects. Okay, sending objects as arguments and
Returning same
objects.
as
Okay.
output.
అంతే, రిటర్నింగ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్. సో ఇప్పుడు దానికి సంబంధించిన లాజిక్ మనం ఇక్కడ రాస్తున్నాము. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఐఎమ్ రైటింగ్ దిస్ డెఫినేషన్, దిస్ ఫంక్షన్ డిక్లరేషన్ ఇక్కడ రాశాను, బట్ డెఫినేషన్ ఐఎమ్ రైటింగ్ అవుట్ సైడ్. సో ఫస్ట్ రిటర్న్ టైప్ అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ద క్లాస్, కాంప్లెక్స్ అండ్ స్కోప్ రెజల్యూషన్ ఆపరేటర్ అండ్ సమ్ అండ్ కాంప్లెక్స్ C1 and C2. సో జస్ట్ ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ టెంపరరీ వేరియబుల్ అండ్ temp డాట్ రియల్. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ రియల్ ఈక్వల్ టు నథింగ్ బట్ C1 డాట్ రియల్ ప్లస్ C2 డాట్ రియల్. నెక్స్ట్ temp డాట్ imaginary part, C1 dot imaginary and C2 dot imaginary part. I am returning the temp value. And after this one, main, within the main I have created C1 C2. Enter the first complex number. I think this is not required. Yeah, enter real and imaginary part of the complex number. So this is not required. So I'm directly I'm writing over there. So that's why enter first complex number. So C1 dot get data and enter second complex number. I'm taking C2 dot get data and I'm displaying the first complex number. What is that one? Display. So C1 dot display and the second complex number into the display chestunnanu. Now I am calculating this C3 dot sum of C1 comma C2, but it is returning some value, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's why I am storing in the C3. So that's why C3 equal to C3 dot sum of C1 comma C2. It is taking two objects as arguments. ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ ని ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్స్ లాగా తీసుకుంటుంది. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో రిటర్నింగ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్, అందుకనే కాంప్లెక్స్ టైపే కాబట్టి C3 లో స్టోర్ చేస్తున్నాను. అండ్ ద రిజల్ట్ అండ్ కాంప్లెక్స్ నెంబర్ ఈజ్ అని చెప్పేసి C3 డాట్ డిస్ప్లే ని కాల్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే, హోప్ యూ గాట్ ఇట్ రైట్.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
సో నౌ ఐ విల్ ట్రై టు కంపైల్ దిస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. యా, నో ఎర్రర్స్. Now I will try to run this program. So enter the first complex number. So I will enter 12, 13. So 12 is the real part and 13 is the imaginary part. And second complex number I will enter space to kuda cheyochu. Okay, I can do enter or I can do with space. So 15 is the real part and 16 is the imaginary part. So what is the first complex number? 12 plus 13.
12 plus 13 plus
15 plus 16 is the second complex number. And what is the complex number? So 16 plus 13 is 29. 15 plus 12 is 27. Okay, is that clear?
20. Yes, sir.
So this is a simple example which is taking objects as arguments and also returning objects as arguments. Okay, clear, right?
Yes, sir.
So in the same manner, in the previous class we have discussed how to add two time objects. So danike if I want to write using this one, then what you will do? So same thing, int hours, minutes, seconds you will have. I am not writing in detail. So void get data, which is the function which is used to take the time values, and void display, which is used to display the time. That's it. So in the previous example, what we have seen is void, I have written like void add of time comma time. If I want to make the same thing using this returning objects also, then what is the modification that you have to do for this one? Time add of time T1 comma time T2, correct? All of it clear, right?
Yes, sir.
So it is taking two objects as arguments and it is also returning objects as arguments. So ఇక్కడ మీరు ఏం చేస్తారంటే టైం సంథింగ్ టెంప్ అని తీసుకుంటారు అండ్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ద లాజిక్ మీరు అదంతా చేసేదానికి ముందు టెంప్ అని యాడ్ చేస్తారు అంతే. జస్ట్ టెంప్ డాట్ సెకండ్స్ ఈక్వల్ టు T1 dot seconds plus T2 dot seconds. Next, temp dot s equal to temp dot s percentile 60 and temp dot minutes equal to temp dot s by 60. Next, temp dot, now temp dot minutes equal to temp dot minutes plus T1 dot minutes plus T2 dot minutes. Next, temp dot minutes equal to temp dot minutes percentile 60. And next, temp dot hours equal to temp dot minutes by 60. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Next,
Yes, sir.
temp dot hours equal to temp dot hours plus T1 dot hours plus T2 dot hours. Last ke return temp ante. Okay, clear, right?
Yes, sir.
You can try at home this one. Okay, so
Okay.
this is all about passing objects as arguments to a function. So in the case of returning objects by reference, okay, if you are sending in the same manner, sending objects as arguments annappudu entidante class A annappudu, then I have to take the function like a ob a add something, any function. Okay, a function name, a function of a comma a. So this is an example for sending objects as arguments and returning objects as arguments to the function. And here I can send objects also as reference ఎలా అయితే పంపించగలుగుతానో. సో a function of a ampersand comma a ampersand. Okay, so what is this one? It is a function which is taking references as arguments, and in the same manner I can send objects as objects as references. Okay, I can return objects as reference. So no new object is created, rather a reference to the original object is called and it is returned to the calling function. So that's just what is the syntax is, just you will place this class name ampersand. Okay, so that is nothing but it is returning reference. Okay, hope you got it right.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.